Welcome back.
Welcome.
To episode 163 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Did you click the record button?
I did. I made sure because Joshua Schmitz made me nervous a few weeks ago. And then did I ever tell you that the same thing happened to him later in the day?
No.
He recorded multiple other podcasts and he hit it at least one other time. He forgot to mess with the record button.
I wish Joshua Schmitz was monogamous with his podcasting.
I don't understand. He's just bouncing around every which way, like with different people all the time. And I'm like, come on, you know the true route to podcast success is with the Until Next Week podcast.
That's true. Just start making clips for us again.
Yeah. I mean, he's not busy with life and doing his own work and jobs and everything else. But this is not even what the podcast is about. The podcast today is about
Valentine's Day.
Reservations are impossible to get.
Yes.
Yeah. Valentine's Day reservations.
Here in a second.
Anything else we'll talk about besides all of Jake's many nicknames that will soon be put into a bracket as long as you send us more?
We got to generate the bracket, and then we can keep going. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be great.
And this is episode 163 of
the
Until Next Week
podcast. I don't know about you.
Reservations, never heard of them. I know where I'm eating on Valentine's
I know
Day.
it could be. I think you've probably seen it on television shows before. Or maybe online. You've probably seen people rant on Instagram Reels. Well, I'm just saying, like, reservations for like a date.
Oh, I've gone on a Valentine's Day date
before.
Oh,
you just show up and you're just like, hey, what's up? Like McDonald's, what do you got?
No, I went to Civil Kitchen here in town. It's like a burger place here. And they actually converted it to a pretty fancy place, complimentary chocolate strawberries. That was really cool.
Complimentary.
Yeah.
That's what they want you to think.
Well, I didn't have to buy them for my lady friend at the time.
Okay.
And then I remember I told her, I said, hey, I got this many dollars. Let's spend that.
You're like, that's not a lot there, Dane. That's not a lot. We can't work with that.
No, I was like 21 as well.
Was that the one where your dinner was like way too pricey? I feel like you told me a story at one point about just like a crazy dinner. You're like, well, I guess I won't be ordering much for this meal. I don't remember.
I don't remember what it was. Because I don't remember how much money I had, but I remember the items, they weren't that bad.
Yeah.
And they were really good. But I remember being like, okay, I need to you need to order first. Tell me what you're ordering.
So that way I know if I need to get ice water only or...
And I will base my order off of whatever you're going to order.
Waiter, give me some more free bread and a salad, please. We're at Olive Garden. Yes. That's crazy. Yeah. Haven't really done anything with reservations yet. But I did look at this one restaurant who's great food, local.
Who?
I think they're called like Piccolo. Someone drove their car into it recently, so they were closed for a long time.
No, that's Chipotle.
There's been a lot of restaurants in Springfield that people have driven their car into.
True.
Like a couple of years ago, they drove into that Panera and it shut it down, and now they're going to tear down the building. I was at that Panera like an hour before it happened. I'm like, why could I not have been there to get the lawsuit money?
To sue them.
Like, just imagine, like you're in the middle of a Bible study, you're praying, and then all of a sudden you get hit by a car.
I just want to ask for protection over everybody. They go, boom!
or you pray for protection and it hits the booth next to you. You're like, man. Wow, thank you. It worked.
Maybe here we are.
And then, hey, dude, are you okay?
Sure.
Okay, you're good. And then you're like, you can't park there.
I got a new water bottle.
You did?
Yeah. Did you notice this?
Looks nice. Is that another one from Lost and Found?
Yes, it is. Thanks for noticing. I watched it.
I was going to say, it doesn't look brand new.
No.
Yeah.
Why would I get a brand new one whenever I can go to the Lost and Found store once they're...
Is lost and then you found it.
I did find it. No. Every once in a while, they're like, hey, we're throwing these away. It's been 6 months. People clearly haven't missed whatever item this is.
That was one of the craziest things when I went to camp back in the day. They always had us on one of the last days. We would go through a long line of everything they found at camp, like during that week or 2 weeks. And they're like, hey, look to see if any of this is yours. Even if you know you haven't lost anything, you have to walk through. And there would be so much stuff.
Man.
It was insane. And I'm sure people probably stole stuff at some point because
for sure
people are still
because how are they going to know if it's yours or not unless the person whose owner it is right next to you?
Yeah. Like there's not really a way to know. But it was just insane how much stuff people lost. But I remember at the very end, so like I would work like the last term of the year. So after that, like everyone's gone, the camp's shutting down, no one's going to get anything at that point.
Right.
And there was the cabin I was in had multiple things. I'm like, well, everybody's gone. I'm going to keep that. That was $40 in the store. I'm keeping that one. I'm keeping that one. I'm keeping that one. And
Samuel steals from infants.
No, I did not steal. It was literally everything was shut down. There's no names on it. No one could possibly get it at that point. I'm like, well, these are now mine.
Samuel
and
said,
you can donate the rest to the needy, but I need these first.
Yeah, you are needy first.
Well, because I mean, you aren't making any money, so I mean, I have to figure out something.
That's true. No money, no time,
no problems.
I need to walk out with a profit on this.
Yes, and that's what I do in the ministry job I volunteered at.
And that's what we're doing right here, right now.
Right here, right now. Shout out. But yeah, at the time of release of this podcast, the Super Bowl would have already been completed. And
blowout. What a blowout by the Seahawks.
Shout out Seahawks. I can't believe that Sam Darnold threw for 700 yards. And Bad Bunny. Ooh. I can't believe what he did.
That was risque.
Yeah, that was... Man, that was wild.
We're real life going to be streaming at the Young Adult Ministry, right? And
are they going to turn it off for that?
I don't know.
I feel like young adults,
I'm legit going to talk to the director.
You're not
tomorrow.
You're not in the main church building, so I feel like it's okay.
Well, I'm going to talk to the director, dude, and be like, hey, so he's supposed to be wearing a dress at best.
Yeah.
And so do you want me to just exit out?
I feel like you got to still keep it on, and if people watch it, they watch it. Like, again, as young adults, it's not like you're doing for kids. It's different if it's kids. Then you got to turn it off.
Oh, yeah. For kids, it's not even close.
Because then, let's say hypothetically, someone asked their friend to come along to this church event, never been.
They're looking forward to it.
And they're like, yeah, I'm excited to see this. I want to see Super Bowl halftime. And they turn it off. It's like, why? Even if it's obviously it could be weird, but at the same time, it's still on national television. They can't get too crazy.
Well, and you're going to see it later anyways. Probably.
Yeah.
If anything crazy happens, you're just going to see it on the internet later.
Yeah. I feel like
the internet.
You could still have it on, but maybe encourage people if they want to go play pickleball or eat more snacks or do whatever.
Mute it.
Do that too. Yeah, I don't know.
Because he's not even going to sing in English, right?
I don't know.
I don't think he speaks much English.
But there'll be the extra artist who jumped in. Who knows? I think Michael Jackson might come back.
Maybe. But also, all my people I know are just like, you're so tone deaf. You're not marketing to your audience, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, they're not trying to market to you and I, the people who are
You and I are already watching.
We're already watching the Super Bowl. Yeah. It's football. They have us right where they want us, dead in the rights. We're going to be watching football. They're trying to market it to the people globally who they're trying to reach.
Because they also want to let's have we want games in other Germany games.
Spain.
All the time.
England.
Yeah. Because
London.
Football is one of those sports where it's not very
global.
Baseball, people love it everywhere.
Even
basketball, people love it everywhere.
Yeah.
Olympics, they love it everywhere.
Soccer, obviously.
American football,
Americans, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Americans love it, but everyone else
Yeah, everybody else is like, I don't understand why it's good.
And that's why they wanted Taylor Swift to perform so bad. Because they know she would bring in everyone.
Heck of money.
Everyone.
Cricket, I would say globally is probably bigger. No, not Cricket Wireless. Oh. Not a sponsor.
Yet.
Samuel will convert to Cricket Wireless if Cricket Wireless reaches out.
If they gave me a free membership, I'm all there.
Honestly, yeah.
You would be all there too.
I would. Give me a free phone and a free membership and we'll do it.
Yeah. Well, what if the free phone's an Android?
No. I would rather pay money.
They gave you an Android for free and gave you a free plan. You would still rather pay money?
Yes. Mainly because I'm still on my parents'
Cricket,
money, so I'm not
if you're listening,
make the offer.
Give them the phone. We can convert them. All it takes is a little bit of free stuff.
We're going to talk about it later, so don't get into the Android.
But we are talking about some free stuff that's happening and some money moves I've been making. I've talked about that Bloom card I've been utilizing a lot, where it locks me on my phone, helps me to stay less distracted, cut down my hours on my phone each day, etc. I've been going back and forth with them, which means I sent them an email 4 months ago and have not responded to their email they sent back.
Dang it.
Basically, I was like, hey, I want you have a referral code, something or another that can get people a discount with. And finally, I got a hold of them, which again, I could have got a hold of them 4 months ago. I just didn't send the email.
Yeah, here we are.
Send a message to their CEO. I was like, yeah, I can get you connected. We'll get you a code where you can give people a discount who use it, and then also give you a little bonus as well. But then after doing all that, I'm like, also, I want to have a card to give to my co-host so he can also promote it.
Big ups.
And I definitely played the cancer card.
Unreal.
To get it for free for you.
Samuel is cancer stealing.
There's so much free stuff I've got because of that. All the time, he
Unreal.
might not be able to afford this. I'm like, he's doing well now. He's doing well now. Actually, wait, I'll go check on him in the hospital.
Well is relative.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want this card.
No.
100%.
You can download the app on all your roommates' phones. So
I'm
they're
going
not
to put
paying
it in the
attention.
shredder.
And then it's a metal card.
I don't want it.
You would break the shredder.
Shout out to the shredder.
But yeah, getting you that card sent, and then I'll have the discount code, which I'll be able to promote, like Samuel14434.
At pickleball.com.
Yeah, Friday Pickleball, shout out. And speaking of Friday Pickleball, did we talk about that on the podcast last week?
You mentioned that you might try to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, how you're doing like the young adults pickleball tournament.
March Madness, Pickleball Madness.
And then you also have like the pickleball court at our church.
Yes.
But you had the cheap paddles. Like,
yeah, one broke this week.
Were they wooden?
No, they were like
the cheap plastic.
Yeah,
cheap,
like
cheap.
the Gamma or Franklin ones.
Those
that
are
just disgusting.
The worst.
Yeah.
You don't get those cheap Chinese paddles. You get these elite Chinese paddles.
I sent our director, the young adult director, to the store. Said, "Hey, this is probably the range you want to spend on pickleball paddles." And he comes back with the worst pickleball paddles in existence.
He's like, "Look, but I got so many of them," and I'm like,
"He got 4, but."
Hold my earrings. I'll send some messages, see what I can do.
Yeah.
And I did get a response back from Jake Triplett. Shout out Ghost Runners podcast.
You're welcome anytime, Jake.
Yes, anytime. And I think this is random. Not even anything else I'm going to talk about. I think I dreamed about him last night. I think I dreamed that like randomly he wanted to record with us.
Did you think he's cute?
He's a good looking guy. I mean, you'd probably think he is. He's got like a strawberry blonde, kind of reddish hair.
He's got a full head of hair.
Yeah, full head of hair. Nice guy. But he's going to hook up the Young Adults Ministry with some paddles after I went back and forth with them.
He should hook me up with a free paddle.
You already have them because of Angela Birdwell and Elizabeth Virgil.
Are they the same paddles?
They'll be Friday paddles.
Well, I want another one.
You don't. They'll win the tournament. No. I don't know what to tell you.
Why? We don't know that surprise yet.
You already have at least 2 paddles. But anyways, he's going to help me out. Because just all the promoting I do for Friday Pickleball, the brand with Samuel14434. But then all of a sudden you'll just have Friday Pickleball paddles to use.
That'll be great
at Hill City
because we broke one this week.
Yeah, and now you'll have the high quality ones, and then maybe have some for a prize as well for the tournament. So shout out to Jake and Friday Pickleball.
One for Dane to keep.
Samuel14434.
What do you mean?
You're going to steal the paddles.
What?
You're going to be like, what? Oh, I thought there was, I guess one broke. But Dane, nice paddle you're using. That kind of looks like the old one.
Can't believe Dane's going through all of them and keeping his select one.
Yeah, I'm a little worried to like give them to you to like distribute there because you might just steal them all.
Why would I put 5 on the court when I could put 4 on the court and keep the best one for myself?
You're insane. But yeah, shout out to Bloom and Friday. Also, a couple other just random
I'm drinking
updates.
a Bloom.
I know, which it means you'll definitely use a Bloom card.
Caffeine free. This is a scam.
You have your Energy V8 next to it. Does it matter?
I want caffeine.
Okay. A couple other like random updates. Have you ever done like the Sharpie like shoe hack?
I don't know what that means.
You have like black shoes that have like scuffs on it, or they've got kind of torn up a little bit, and you're
you
like,
just color them with black Sharpie?
Yeah.
No, I've never done that.
I decided to do it on a really old pair of like winter boots that I've had for legitimately 10 plus years.
Dang it.
And like they were looking pretty bad. They still fit and they're still like good shoes, but there's multiple parts that are like on the black that have been torn up that was shown like white, whatever. And I'm like, what if I just like touch it with like a little bit of black Sharpie? Looks way better than the white. Obviously, I wouldn't wear these like in a fancy scenario, but for normal boots,
not yet.
And you don't look too aggressively at my feet, then we're good.
I think all black shoes are aggressive.
In what way?
Like if you have an all black pair of shoes, that's like black Air Force One
black
energy.
on black on black. That's insane. Which I've never done that, but I've considered it.
Dang it.
It also looks like you work at Chick-fil-A.
Yes,
because they wear all black on the feet.
That's what a
lot of stores.
Hy-Vee makes you do that too.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, black non-slip shoes so you don't slip and die.
But the issue is the black with like the white foam layer on the bottom, like a lot of Adidas shoes. Those are great, but then they start looking yellow and brown and everything else.
The white foam always gets
I wish they could. I mean, they probably could.
But I'm a big white leather sneaker guy.
All white leather.
Yeah, like I wear On Clouds, the Roger specifically.
Okay. Aaron
Rodgers?
Yeah.
No. It's Roger Federer.
Okay.
Or Mr. Rogers. Probably Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wear those. I'm a big white sneaker guy because it goes with everything.
I mean, black also can go with like everything.
Only if you want to be aggressive and try to fight everybody in your workplace.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever really had an all one color pair of shoes, whether it's sneakers or anything else. I think. Yeah, I don't know if that's ever happened.
I have white Air Force Ones.
Okay. I think it's different if you go the sneaker route, but for like normal like tennis shoes, it looks can look a little weird.
Yeah, like regular tennis shoes is kind of hard to get all white.
Yeah,
because then you just get them dirty, and then you're just like, well,
and then, or you're scared to like walk normally, and I'm outside.
Dude, I have a pair of shoes like that. There's some different On Clouds.
Yeah,
and they're my babies, and I only wear them on a completely sunny day. It hasn't rained in like weeks. It's not dusty outside. It's not too windy outside, and I'm guaranteed to not be doing anything today. And then I also bring in a pair of backup shoes just in case.
Yeah, that's like the worst thing of getting new shoes. Yeah. Like I'm just scared to wear them anywhere. Like I can't walk through the grass because all of a sudden they'll be scuffed every which way, and I'm like, what's the point?
And I say those are my favorite kind of shoes, but then I'm like, you know what is really my favorite kind of shoes?
The ones I've worn for 3 weeks.
The I don't care shoes.
Yeah.
I throw them on. They're comfortable. I like them. I'm going around. I'm like, stepped in a little mud. That's all right.
I'll rinse them off later.
Yeah. I'm going to go run through this field. That's okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, the I don't care shoes, peace of mind is what they give me.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going for my upper 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Peace of mind is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
But yeah, if you just want to do a quick touch up on shoes that are very aggressively black, use a little bit of Sharpie. But be careful because you could make them look like a toddler. Toddler colored them in. That's a weird word.
I don't know.
Yeah. And then finally, the other main event that I had this week was the men's event, which I talked about last week, which you did not go to.
Nope. I uploaded all the slides for it, though.
Yeah. You didn't miss a lot.
Nice.
The highlight was definitely the free meal you received. I guess they've done this event multiple times, and they got connected to one of the more expensive, like nice restaurants in town. Nice. Have you heard of Retro Metro?
No, I've heard of Metro PC.
Yeah, no, that's not. They didn't give us all computers, but this is like a nicer, higher end restaurant. And this guy, I guess in the past, he had given them like the food at cost, but now he's like, no, I'll just provide it all for free.
That's crazy.
So we got. For like 150 guys, he provided chicken parmesan for everyone.
Whoa.
And then like sliders.
Whoa.
So I think there was like 250 like nice sliders.
Should have went.
And then like 8 pans of chicken parmesan. And I'm like, legitimately, the meal I'm eating right now is like probably $30 and just free.
I would have eaten enough to throw up probably.
It was pretty great.
Yeah.
And like what's also cool is this guy, he's like the owner and like chef or whatever else. He's the one who like brought all the food. Mm-hmm. Huge guy, massive. What do you think his nickname is?
Big Mike.
No, Tiny.
Dang it. What a tiny.
And they brought that up later. It's like, yeah, the biggest guys are always named like Tiny, Puny, and then like the small guys like, yeah, Big Joe. What's up?
Big Joe.
Yeah. But that was really cool. And then I mean, besides that, they just kind of talked about like finances or like family law, like I don't know, like setting goals for yourself, like in workouts or whatever else.
My goal is to dominate.
Okay, that's a good
I need
goal.
to compete more.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. If you would have had the chicken parmesan, you would have had the energy to compete more.
Yeah, I'm starving right now.
But yeah, the best part was definitely the food, and then also I guess just kind of having like a little bit of camaraderie, like with other fellas, because I'm sure
dudes.
Some of these people probably don't have like any sort of outlet to hang out with anyone. So for some people, I'm sure it probably meant a lot more. Obviously, we're social boys. We hang out.
It was 150 dudes though.
It was pretty packed. Yeah, it kind of surprised me. And definitely like the most tattoos I've ever seen in a church type setting. Because I think it confused a lot of people. They probably thought it was a church event. Not a church event. There was a lot of colorful language used in a church building that night. But overall, it still was a good event. And then one other minor issue I had with it is they gave out free non-alcoholic seltzers. I've obviously never had an alcoholic seltzer.
Yeah.
Why I would try a non-alcoholic one, I don't know. Had it? Yeah, I don't think I'll be trying either version anytime soon.
Samuel was drunk immediately.
It was kind of tasted weird.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Is that people are always like, oh, alcohol tastes terribly.
Yeah.
But then they get drunk.
And then this is a non-alcoholic one, and it still tastes bad. I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah.
I understand. Give me my fruity wine. Whatever drink.
Yeah, your pink drink.
Yeah, just pink drink. Like pink lemonade. That's what I want. Just give me some pink lemonade.
Dang it.
That's what would be best for me right now.
Wine makes sense because it's grape juice with alcohol in it. And it's like, that
but
seems like it would taste good.
What makes it bad though? Because I feel like a lot of people are like, yeah, wine's horrible.
Yeah, alcohol is horrible for you.
Yeah, just drink the good stuff. Get them out and do what's good for your body.
Yes.
But
as I drink my probiotic Bloom hop drink.
Yeah, probiotic Bloom.
Can't believe it's caffeine free.
Yeah, but again, you are pairing it with your VA energy, which we already went over.
That one's
and
already
that's
gone.
basically all my updates. So you start talking so I can interrupt you later.
I won a pickleball tournament this week.
No way.
Yep.
Wait, where?
It was a staff one.
Okay, I was like, why didn't you invite me?
Well, I showed up, and so they wanted. We have this thing called Huddle once a month, and it's supposed to be like a training. And then for this one, we just opened like the pickleball court, right? And so they were like, "Hey, we should have a staff tournament. It'll be great." And then we go, and they combined some of the teams. It was an 8-team tournament, and they combined the youth ministry with the kids ministry, and so I got to play with our friend Lexi. And then,
shout out!
I know, right?
What? So was it like mixed doubles, or was it just kind of whatever?
It was kind of whatever. You pick 2 people from whatever ministry this is, and then you guys get to compete. And so me and my team, we were like, "Hey, so who wants to be the youth ministry representative?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "Dane, you're the representative." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah,
then,
whatever. Sure, I guess I can.
And then they asked, we were like, "Well, we need a kids ministry person." Then they paired me up with this one girl. And
how does it feel that you were the shorter of the two?
I was not shorter than her.
Oh, really?
I'm not shorter than her.
Okay.
And then she is very tall though. And then we went and played, and then we were playing one of our friends, Officer Pierce's wife,
Ooh.
and then another one of my friends named Stephanie.
Okay.
In the first round,
you murdered them.
Oh my goodness! Like it was crazy.
I can picture it.
I probably played 50% for the first 4 points.
Yeah.
And then our friend Officer Pierce's wife was like, "Dane, this isn't fun." And I go,
I don't know what to tell you.
I said, "I'm trying to win."
Well, also, like, what would make this fun for you?
That's what I was saying. I was like, all we're doing is prolonging the inevitable.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't say this, but I was like, I'm playing like 50%.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm trying to win. And all I was doing was just kind of serving to you. I like barely hit it. I did not hit it hard at all.
Did they get a chance to serve?
Yeah.
I'm just to make a wild prediction.
Yep.
Did they kind of have the one where they're kind of like look a little awkward? They drop it and go like completely straight up and down when they serve it over to you?
No, they didn't do that.
Okay. Because I feel like that's like the stereotype for like bad players. I'm like, don't do that. Look a little athletic.
I think whenever I served first, and then we got out to a 7-0 lead immediately.
A lot
I
of
served
ace
into
serves?
the net. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
You're
so
kinda
then they
known for that.
served, and then they didn't get any points, and then we got it back, and they were like, "This isn't fun." So I toned it down to like 15%, where I'm just hitting it back to them, waiting for them to mess up.
Yeah.
And then we won 11-0, and then it was terrible. And then they leave. Everybody's booing Dane and cheering Lexi. And then next round we play my boss, and then one of our pastors, Michael, the executive pastor.
I feel like that could be a maybe somewhat competitive.
They were okay.
Yeah,
and
they're built for it.
Yeah, so I turned it up
Old
to like
white males.
I was probably playing 70% ish.
Yeah,
and we won 11-3. And
were you fired on the spot?
No,
okay,
it was great because actually Lexi was kind of carrying. She was like serving and just getting it in, and they were trying to hit to her, and then she was doing pretty good. So I was like, sweet. And then we played the championship against Pretty Ricky.
He's good.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
And so I was actually playing, and then his partner was another worship person who was probably same level as Lexi, my partner.
Yeah.
And so it really came down. Ricky tells me this afterwards. He goes, "Yeah, I told her just hit it to Lexi," and I go, "I know." And I was stepping in and just taking some shots on purpose.
Yeah.
But then we ended up winning 11-4. So he won the tournament.
Ricky is a wild card.
He is
a wild card. Sometimes he's the best player I've ever seen, and other times, we've discussed, he can go a little rogue.
Well, he does go a little rogue. So when he's feeling good, feeling confident, he can be like a really good player. And then your job as the partner is to kind of keep him in that confident zone.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
And then if he makes a few errors, if we get down early, like he kind of shuts down. And that's what happened here. And I knew that.
Yeah.
And so you come out aggressive, play aggressive. He shut down. Pretty sure I aced him on the last point, and we won.
Let's go.
And then everybody cheered Lexi, booed Dane, and they crossed kids and youth ministry name out and just put Lexi as the champion. And I was like, and nobody high-fived me or cheered me whenever we walked
Boo!
off.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know what you
Leave.
guys want. We knew what this was going to be. And so we won. And then I told them what I wanted as a prize is I wanted either $1,000 bonus or
you gave him an option, which is good.
Or I get to name a new core value for our church.
I thought you were going to say core value. I thought you were just going to say name like the court after you.
Oh, that would be fun too.
Yeah.
Dane Wiesbauer Memorial Court. for when I die, and it'll be great. But
you name it in advance.
I wanted the core value to be defiant winning. At this church, we win. That's what we do. All we do is win.
Yes.
Defiantly.
All we do is win. DJ Kellen.
Because we have a core value that's a defiant joy.
Yeah.
And it's great. And so I wanted one called Defiant Winning, and then just a picture of a championship trophy.
I feel like they go hand in hand, though.
They
because
do.
If you defiantly
I'm joyful when I'm winning. Yeah.
Then you also would have that defiant joy.
Defiantly enjoying winning.
Yeah, that's good.
So we won the tournament.
I like that.
Another thing I did this week, on Tuesdays, I taught at the Young Adult Ministry.
I saw.
And that was great.
Yep.
Yeah, I did the recap video. That was wild. I wore the microphone, like the wireless one that goes on your face, up your shirt in the back.
Like taped to like your beard?
Yeah, well,
or they taped to like the little bit of skin you have?
Well, it's not taped, but it just kind of, it's like one of those wires, like a paperclip wire.
I feel like I've seen people that like tape it on their face.
They might, yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't tape it to me, but I was mic'd up. I was like, this is weird. I was like,
what's up, guys? You forgot to turn it off. You're in the restroom. Like, no. Dane. Stop.
Yeah, everybody wanted me to sing for them. It was great. But I wore the mic. Did a pretty good job, I guess. And then, because I got the most compliments from this one that I've gotten out of the ones I've done.
Okay, just because you said it right here, should I jump in now and read the comment that's relevant to this?
I don't care.
I think I'm going to. But you keep talking as I find the comment.
So then I get done, and I had a guy come up to me, and we talked for a while about him joining ministry and like kind of going the ebbs and flows of life. And then this one girl comes up to me.
Okay.
And she goes, hey, how did you get to the conclusion that you got to in verse 3 specifically? And I'm like, I'm glad you asked. Are you challenging me? And she goes, I'm just curious how you got there, because I think it's saying this. And I'm like, so glad you asked, because I was like, in verse 3, here we go. Actually, I have it pulled up. This is great. They set the altar in its place, for fear was on them because of the peoples of the lands, and they offered burnt offerings on it to the Lord, burnt offerings morning and night. And so I came to the conclusion that they were making these offerings to God out of fear of people in the land. So they were like, hey, God, we're good, right? Things are going to go good for us, right? Right? And then they're like, okay, here we go. And so she's like, I think it's saying that they're despite their fear, they made these offerings. And I'm like, I'm so glad you said that, because in the NIV, it says, despite their fear of the peoples around them, they built the altar on its foundation and sacrificed burnt offerings on it to the Lord, which I'm like, yeah, that is what it's saying in the NIV. And then I looked up the NASB. It said, out of their fear, or because they were fear, they worshiped God. And then I looked up the, did I say CSB?
Not yet.
The CSB.
Okay.
And it said the same thing. Then I looked up the New King James Version and said the same thing. Then I looked up commentary by Wayne Grudem, said the same thing.
And then you read the Greek, which you became fluent in last week.
No.
Okay.
Then I looked up the Bible Project. They said the same thing. Then I asked my boss. He said the same thing. Then I asked our young adults director. He said the same thing. And I said, out of the overwhelming evidence of that's how I got to the conclusion that I got to. I looked into this for 3+ hours on this verse. And she goes, oh, I was just wondering. I was like, so true.
Okay.
And she did ask in a nice way. I'll say that. But I was like, wow, this is the first time I'm getting challenged on something I've said. This is great.
Found the comment
Nice.
from the Nathan Reisner. Shout out.
Welcome.
He put, I heard Dane teach tonight. Most thought-provoking quote was, we are promised nothing but God himself, and so often we are disappointed by that.
Yeah.
Fire quote.
I stole it from JP.
Yeah, shout out. Did you mention you stole it from JP?
I said one of my favorite pastors.
Okay,
this way.
that's good.
Yeah.
Number 2. Dang it. He put, Samuel is a bad friend because he thought his mom's birthday was more important than supporting a friend.
True.
He said, what's my mom's birthday? Because he texted me. He's like, you going to be here tonight? I'm like, well, I probably should be at my mom's birthday. Sorry.
Unreal.
Because otherwise I would have been there, because I do enjoy seeing you do your thing.
Whatever.
Then number 3, he put, I noticed Dane was mic'd for teaching during the worship time. And I also knew the person running sound and was tempted to pay him, or tempted to pay her $20 to accidentally turn on Dane's mic song for a solo.
Dang it. I don't even know how to do that. I don't, because I had it's like a pack thing on your side.
Yeah.
And you just flip a switch on and off, and I just had it turned off. So I don't know how she would
okay. Maybe they couldn't have turned it on then. But
still,
if they did have the power, because you see that sometimes, where it's like pastor fails, where like they sound horrible and their mic's on in the front. Like, oh no. And you wouldn't sound horrible. You'd sound great.
My singing is not my strong suit.
Yeah.
It's my extra strong suit.
He also did text me later, and he was like, yeah, I was there with my wife, and we saw someone with a shirt that said until next week, and she knew exactly what it was.
Yeah.
I was just like, yes, you know.
That's great.
He's still too scared to like come up to you and like say something. Like, just say you know everything about him.
Oh, he's scared to talk to me?
Well, he's just like, yeah, I don't know. So he's been there multiple times.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I mentioned how the Patriots are going to lose the Super Bowl, and a guy in the crowd was like, "Heresy!"
Just Josh,
It was
probably.
Josh,
Yeah, he's the only one who likes the Patriots.
Heresy! And I kept making that joke.
There's like a certain category of person who likes the Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
They're like all the same. I don't really know how to explain it.
The elitist.
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, that's a fun time.
That was great. So I did that. That was pretty cool. Also, shout out to this guy named Garrett Sutton. Garrett, if you're listening, what's up?
What's up, Garrett?
He mentioned to me this week that he
Wants to buy a shirt.
Well, maybe, but
Okay.
he saw my shirt and he's like, until next week. And then he mentioned that our mutual friend Tucker and him went out to Oregon to go on a vision trip, and then they listened to the pod a lot of the way out there. And he said now he's a regular listener.
Hey,
so Garrett, if you're listening, what's up?
hit us up.
See you
We
at the
got
church.
Larges and XLs still available,
Yeah.
and there may be a church discount and slash we won't have to ship it to you discount.
That's true.
So
Because Sammy could just give it to Dane to give to you at church.
as long as you Venmo in advance and not wait 3 months.
Who?
We maybe went through that one other time.
You're talking about with Deshaun. Deshaun was never intending on paying for that.
He said he was going to.
Yeah, he says that. And of course he's not going to.
And then he did pay. So we're good.
I know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, Samuel.
Yeah, that's a good time.
It's crazy.
It is crazy, but not as crazy as what Brian's doing.
Dude, here, my back hurts right now.
I'm
just
carrying
getting
the load.
No, I'm just old.
Oh, sure you are. Sure you are.
I am.
Whenever people around our age complain about being old, I'm like, stop. No.
It's the middle of my
You
back.
are literally fine.
I'm old.
Go do something.
I'm old.
Yeah. So what grinds my gears is getting strangled, self-inflicted by accident.
You were wearing a leash?
Well, I purchased a new leash
What?
that was 10 feet long. It was a charging cord.
What?
So now I can be 10 feet within an outlet and move around a little bit, because my last one was only like 6.5 feet. I'm like, this isn't long enough. Let's get a 10-foot charging cord.
More.
Let's get a 10-foot leash. And I may have fallen asleep. Why? In my defense, I was listening. I was on like the Bible app, and I clicked for it to read me whatever the Devo was.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep.
Unreal.
But as it was plugged in, I woke up and like the cord was like around my neck and around my arm. I'm like, I guess there's a lot more to tie myself up in if you have a 10-foot charging cord compared to a 6-foot charging cord.
Yeah.
So
It's all right. I fell asleep praying last night.
yeah.
But
I mean, actually, and last night I also clicked to listen to the sermon and fell asleep again. But at least I'm falling asleep to that and just not falling asleep when I get knocked out from dropping my phone on my face.
True.
So that's
crazy.
But yeah, the new leash that I got for myself, it's great, but also was strangling me at one point. So if you get a 10-foot charging cord, maybe be careful with it. That's all I got to say. But that grinded my gears a little bit.
I fell asleep praying. I think I was praying for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I woke up at 3 a.m. and I was like, I need to read the Bible.
I thought you'd be like, I need to continue my prayer.
No. I was like, I need to read the Bible. So I read parts of Ezra 4, and it was great.
At 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
Shut out.
I was like, okay, this is crazy. And then I was like, yep.
Okay, back to sleep.
Ezra 4 is crazy. Anyways.
Yeah.
So this week in the youth ministry, we're like previewing and like, what's it called?
Yeah, previewing.
Kind of previewing. I can't remember what we call it. No, it's not vision. It's like the announcements at the beginning and like setting up like
you're practicing?
No.
Rehearsing?
No, it's like promoting an event.
Oh.
So,
okay, promoting. Okay,
promoting.
I didn't know how you're... Okay, that makes sense.
it's my promotional strategy. That's what it's called.
Promotional strategy.
So we have this like event coming up.
Speaking of promotional strategy, Samuel 14434 get 2 Friday pickleball paddles, get
Dang it.
$5 off, and soon Bloom card codes will be coming at you.
Also Samuel 14434.
I don't know what that'll be, but yeah.
You need to make it the same thing. That'd be funny.
Promotional strategy, yes.
So at the beginning of like whatever it is, we have a big 3 events, right? We have fall retreat, we have weekend, WKND, then we have summer camp. And so depending on how far out, I start writing like a promotional strategy every week, and I come up with whatever ideas to promote it. That's what the hot dog eating contest was about the other week. We did one where I can't remember what I did with the other ones. I need to look at my strategy. But this past week I was going to interview a student and a leader who went to the weekend last year and have them talk about how awesome it was, how hype it was, and then show the recap video right before that so everybody's minds are on it. And then I told both of them, the leader and the student, before like 3 weeks ago, hey, I want you to do it, and then here's the questions that I'm going to ask you on stage. And it's going to be like a short interview. Yes, Samuel?
I have a question. Did they both completely forget?
No, they both remembered.
Oh, okay, cool.
They both remembered. And the leader did okay. He did pretty okay. I was wanting him to go more into, I told them both, all I want you to do is answer these questions and be really hype when you do it. That's all I want you to do.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, cool. And that's all I was reminding of. I was more nervous about the student not showing up. And because he comes like 70, 80% of the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is going to be one of the one times that he doesn't come.
It's like, oh no, I forgot.
Yeah. Probably 3 out of every 4 times he shows up.
Okay.
And so I was like, you need to show up for this one. You need to make sure you show up. But I was also like, if he doesn't, I'll just pick a different student. It'll be okay. And then,
you could ask for a volunteer pretty easily.
Yeah,
who was
probably.
there? Like, who was here? Who wants to say some stuff?
Yeah. I had 2 other people in mind of who I could pick. So either way, it was going to work.
Yep.
And then, so he gets up there. And he's like this kid that is super hype. Usually, that's why I picked him. And then he gets up there and
stage fright.
He gets super stage fright up there, and he like answers the questions, but he's like barely like whispering. He's like, I was like, "What was the best part of the weekend?" And he goes, "Being able to worship Jesus." And I was like, "Yeah, he said being able to worship Jesus."
Can someone turn up his mic, please?
I know,
please.
We weren't doing mics because it was like. There wasn't like hundreds of people in the room. There was probably 60-ish people in the room. And so I'm like, if you just talk loud, it's good. And I turned on a mic. I stole it from the worship set and gave it to him. I was like, here, talking to this. And it was still really quiet.
Yeah.
And I was like, Henrik, you need to talk louder. And it's okay. But then I tried to get him to answer different questions. I asked him about Bob the Pug from last year, which was this pug that brought in a dead squirrel. I was like, that's got to be like a really funny story. And I'm like, hey. And I asked 4 pictures of Bob the Pug from like the home, and I got those, put them on the screen.
Yep.
And it's still for him to be like, yeah, Bob was cool.
Yeah, just whatever.
I was like, did he do anything really awesome? Yeah, he did. Was it something like, I don't know, bringing in a dead squirrel? And I was like, okay, well, I probably won't bring it.
You can go take your seat now. We're good.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just going to riff. We're just going to go and I'm going to say things. And so that one was somewhat grinding my gears. Also, Spotify's been like, I don't know I think it's more so my data. My data just isn't, or like is running out. And so then.
What do you mean?
I get on Spotify and it says you're offline. And I'm like, is it because I'm not connected to internet?
Have you not paid your bill?
The internet bill or the Spotify bill?
Internet bill.
Oh, well, I don't pay for the internet bill.
Yeah.
But because we're on a family plan of like 10 of us. And so I think we've gotten to the end of our data limit.
There's not a data limit, though, on Spotify itself.
I know. That's why I was
and if you are on Wi-Fi, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, no, I would go to Wi-Fi and it would work. But whenever I'd be driving and trying to play, it would say, you're offline. I'm like, no, I'm not.
I feel like I see that issue sometimes with Spotify where it doesn't want to load super quick unless the internet's pretty fast. But I think they've also... I feel like they've been adding a lot of updates recently, and that could be overloading the system.
Well, and I turned my data off and back on, then it started working again.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this is crazy. I don't know.
You could be in IT.
I should be in IT.
Just turn it off and turn it on again. It'll probably work.
Well, this is particularly like frustrating because for weekend, I'm trying to memorize Love Story by Taylor Swift because I'm going to be singing it on stage. I will be. That's a real thing.
Are you going to sing her original version with the twang or Taylor's version?
Definitely a twang.
Okay, let's go.
So basically, one of the things we're doing is called Stay on Beat. It's one of the games we're playing for, during the like silly portion of all of our stuff.
Yeah.
And
is that where it shows like a picture, and you have to like say it?
No, that's a different one. But we are doing that one too.
No, that one, yeah,
we are doing that one too. But we're doing Stay on Beat with this where they play like the part where it's like getting up to the like really hype part and then it drops and then you're singing along with whoever it is and then the person in the back mutes it and then so you keep singing trying to stay on beat.
And then they turn it back on and then you're like, if you're still on, everybody goes nuts and if you're off, everybody laughs.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're going to do. And so the song I picked is Love Story. My co-dude, he's going to be doing Ice Ice Baby. We're going to have another guy who's going to pick a quote-unquote song that he knows by heart. And the point is, like, we'd probably get it wrong because it's one thing to sing it in the car by yourself, but when you're singing it in front of, like, a whole, like herd of students, then it's a little bit different. So I'm trying to memorize a love story, and here we are. Also, the Olympic ceremonies suck.
I didn't watch like any of it.
I was watching it last night with some people, and I'm like, this is dumb.
I feel like the only good one ever was the '08 Beijing Olympics opening ceremonies that everybody always goes back to, because that's where they had like hundreds of people all play like drums at the exact same beat, and it's like, this is insane and only can be done by a communist country.
True.
It was crazy. And that was also the '08 Olympics where Phelps got 8 gold medals, 7 world records, etc. Like,
yeah, but it was in swimming.
That's the most popular Olympic sport. Okay, sorry. But that's also when Usain Bolt first got all his gold medals.
Goat?
And like, it was...
Now that's a sport.
I would put the '08 Olympics against any Olympics, and it surpasses anything. Nothing comes close.
I'll be honest, I don't really care about
That's also when they had the Redeem Team.
That was,
Whenever,
that was big.
like, they're like, hey, '04, that was a bad year. Let's get LeBron, let's get Kobe, let's get all these guys,
Everybody.
and let's win the gold.
D-Wade.
'08, best Olympics ever, not even close. And also, these opening ceremonies, Winter Olympics.
It is Winter Olympics.
No one cares.
They were doing like some interpretive dance. I was like, this is lame. And then they did an opera thing. That was cool.
Did you watch like the whole thing?
We were watching it because we were just like talking and then had that on in the background or whatever.
Well, we could have the podcast on in the background, but whatever.
Because Reverend Banks is about to have his baby.
Yeah.
And so they had one last boys' night before baby comes. And so that's what we were doing. And we were just making fun of the ceremonies, honestly.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, hot take, which might come up later, I only care about in the Summer Olympics the basketball essential tournament.
Swimming.
And then also in the Winter
swimming.
Olympics, the hockey that's happening.
You only care about basketball in summer?
In the Summer Olympics.
You don't care about anything else?
Not for real. Like
beach volleyball?
No.
Men's beach volleyball? I had to clarify for you.
That's crazy. No, I don't care about anything except for the basketball.
Okay.
For real. And Steph Curry going ballistic.
Yeah, going bananas, BANANAS.
Yeah. So those are my gears that have been grounded.
Okay. Well, that's good. I guess we can just... I mean, it's a good transition going from Olympic ceremonies, which is related to sports, to our sports talk.
Which is related to sports.
Yo, it's that time of day, so listen up, because it's time for some sports talk. The segment where we boldly analyze things we barely watched. Did we do research? Factually, no. Emotionally, yes. We're talking Big Daddy hacks, devastating sacks, and fourth quarter comebacks. But most importantly, no soccer.
Absolutely none of the soccer.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Not one bit.
Except for the World Cup when Team USA is going to kick booty.
We'll see. So sports talk this week. The main thing, besides obviously Super Bowl would have just happened, but we'll talk about that more next week. You have to wait until next week to hear it. The MVP voting did just happen. We were talking back and forth multiple times this year on the pod. We're like, who's going to get it? Matthew Stafford, Drake May. I was on the Stafford train. A lot of people were on the May train.
They were.
And Matthew Stafford did win.
Did in fact win it.
Yes, which first MVP ever. He's the oldest MVP to win his first MVP, at 37 years old.
Which is crazy.
Kind of crazy. Had a couple random facts.
He also said that he's going to come back next year.
Yeah, during his speech, after he cussed on stage in front of his daughters, he was like, "Yep, I'll see you next year." I'm like, "Well, you could have. Don't cuss in front of the kids.
Not the girls."
Yeah, but I guess it was like the closest race in over 20 years.
Really?
Yeah. It says Stafford edged out Drake May by a margin of 5 points.
Wow.
366 to 361. This was the narrowest margin since 2003 when Peyton Manning and Steve McNair actually shared the MVP.
Boo.
Yeah.
No ties.
Which is stupid. No, they have to have hey, one person come up here.
Yeah.
Who do you like better? Or flip a coin or something.
Throw a football into a trash can in the back of the room.
And I guess one of the reasons that maybe Stafford beat May, or maybe that Stafford didn't beat May by more, was because of some quote-unquote rogue voters.
They're all Roy's rogue.
It said there was one voter who gave his first place vote to Justin Herbert.
Okay.
I guess he cited Herbert's ability to perform behind a bottom-tier offensive line, so that's why he thought he should be MVP, which is insane.
Absolutely not.
And then there was 2 other voters who gave their first place nods to Josh Allen, which I can understand. Allen still getting some votes here and there.
Yeah,
even
because
though
he's doing it himself.
Yeah, it's basically just a Josh Allen train. But it says if any of those 3 voters had placed Drake May first instead, then he would have won his MVP. But also, you don't know, those voters could have easily gone the
They could have voted Stafford.
If they're going that route with Allen or Herbert, I think they're more likely to go Stafford than May.
Yeah, probably. Because, I mean, they both had amazing coaches and went that way. So it's like, well, I don't know. I like the fact that May kind of did it with no top-tier receivers, but he played a terrible schedule.
Yeah, which I think is the biggest argument against him.
Yeah, and then Stafford did it in a division with the 49ers and the Seahawks, which are crazy.
And he also just had way more of the attractive quarterback stats, like 10 more, I think, like passing touchdowns, I think more yards, etc. Like May did more on his feet, but who cares?
And it's a sympathy thing too. Like you've been in the league this long and you're having this great of a season, so you're amazing.
Yeah. And just one more thing, kind of about the oldness of winning the MVP. So he was the oldest MVP ever to get his first MVP, but he's also the third oldest MVP in NFL history, trailing only Tom Brady, who was 40 when he won one of them.
Yeah.
And then Aaron Rodgers also won one at age 38.
Yeah, because he won back-to-back 37-38, right?
I think that was the year he got back-to-back. Yeah, he was going off, and it was kind of insane.
Which was crazy town.
Such a good quarterback. Both those guys, such great quarterbacks, and Stafford also is in that mix. But yeah, just that's kind of the main thing for my sports talk. I know there's also some like NBA trades that happened. Giannis did not get traded.
No.
Kind of intriguing there.
Well, I figured he was going to be kept until the offseason because in the offseason, just so many things open up for so many different teams.
Yeah.
Like salary cap relief. They can trade more picks in the summer.
Yeah.
They can actually integrate the offense around Giannis if he gets traded there because he's not like a get traded and like seamlessly fit into whatever you're doing there kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's you
got to build around him.
He is the guy. Yeah. And so what team wants to do that? And so then the Warriors kind of punted and they traded Kuminga and Buddy Hield. And
they got Porzingis.
They got Porzingis, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, if he plays, pretty good.
Yeah.
But he's never playing. And so...
Well, and then I also saw like James Harden. He went to the Cavaliers.
That was interesting.
He's been on so many teams, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like all those guys, besides... no, I guess all of them have moved around. Harden's moved around a lot. Westbrook moved around a lot. And Durant's moved around a lot.
Yeah.
And you know what? They could have all stayed on the Thunder and probably won a championship.
Harden is the problem, though, in his situations. He, like... Imagine him in Houston when he was in Houston. Like the GM did everything ever for him. Like, hey, we'll bring in Chris Paul for you. We'll bring in your buddy Russell Westbrook for you. We'll mortgage the future for you. Just for him to be like, actually, I want out of town. They trade him to Brooklyn. Actually, they don't want to trade him. Then he quits working out and starts intentionally playing bad. He won't say that. You can't prove it. But he was intentionally playing bad. They trade him to Brooklyn. And in Brooklyn, things don't work out again. You have to trade me. They trade him to LA, and then this is where you want to live. This is where everything is supposed to happen. You have,
but not the good LA. He went to the Clippers.
Well, yeah, he went to the Clippers, but with Kawhi Leonard and then Norman Powell and Ivica Zubac, and again can't perform. He like sells into Game 7, and then now they trade him to Cleveland, where it's like okay, they'll do good, but is he going to win a championship? Absolutely not. Whoever comes out of the West is going to win the championship. Yeah. So James Harden trade is interesting.
Who did you say he was with in the Clippers? Which Powell guy?
Norman Powell.
Norman?
Yeah. Okay. He's like a shooting guard, pretty good, but not elite. Like, great fourth guy on your team.
That's not the. There was a guy on the Mavericks. I don't know if he is anymore. Who I think
Dwight Powell.
Yes, he was the one I met randomly in OKC once.
Really?
I was at a coffee shop before like a Mercy Me concert, and I was sitting there, and this guy walks in who's 7 feet tall in all Mavs gear. I'm like, I think he's an NBA player, but I don't know who it is, and that stinks because that was the same year that like Dirk was still on the team.
11,
and obviously like Luka, I think also maybe.
No, he wasn't there yet.
He wasn't there yet.
Well, what year was this?
No, this was like 2019 maybe.
Oh, he would have been there then.
Luka somewhere there. Yeah, and I was just like, man, why could have been Dirk? But I think Dwight just kind of came in to get some coffee, and he sat in there like drank his coffee, and then afterwards I was like, can I get a picture? And I did, and it was really cool, and he's really tall, but I'm like legitimately 7 feet tall, all Mavs gear, just hanging out in a coffee shop in downtown OKC.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
Anthony Davis got traded.
Yeah, I was gonna say, which just makes the Mavericks look even more dumb for trading Luka.
Oh yeah,
like
because essentially it's Max Christie and 4 first-round picks for Luka now.
Yeah,
unreal.
Yeah, it's Anthony Davis. He just can't stay healthy. Great player when healthy, but when he's not healthy, he's.
I'm kind of like, what are the Hawks, the Wizards doing? They got Trae Young and Anthony Davis, and they have Alex Sarr, who's a great player for them. They have some young guys, but I'm like, your ceiling is like 6 or 5 seed at best, and then maybe second round appearance. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, what are you doing? You gave away 3 first rounders for this. And I'm like, and then whatever you gave up for Trae Young, I don't even remember what that was. And I'm just like, okay. And
yeah, it's not really a thing. It's like, wow, we got those two guys. It's like, whatever.
For age 34
and it's
35,
also kind
36.
of funny. You mentioned Trae.
Yeah.
He was the one who was traded for Luka on the draft night.
On draft night, yeah. They did that straight up, which is crazy because Trae Young was
I don't think it
decent.
I don't think it was straight up.
Was it not straight up?
Because Luka was drafted ahead of Trae, and then they flip-flopped, but I feel like they had to have done something else. You wouldn't just do it straight up in that scenario. That doesn't make sense. Otherwise, you would have traded
3.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, that was crazy. Ivica Zubac also got traded. The Clippers more or less are tanking. And also
Chris Paul got traded to the Raptors, and it looks like he might not ever play. He'll probably just get dropped and maybe have to retire. Who knows?
Crazy. The Clippers, though, they traded Harden and Zubac, and now you just have Kawhi, and it's like, okay, they're tanking, but guess who owns their pick? The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Shout out.
Who will get
the
a
Thunder
something pick.
Yeah, Thunder own everybody at this point. But that's basically all our NBA stuff. There you go. If you like the NBA, here's something for you. If you don't like the NBA, you'll learn something new. That kind of rhymed.
Dang it.
That was unintentional.
The Cardinals traded Brendan Donovan,
which has been talked about for a while, and honestly, looked like a good trade for the Cardinals.
It seemed pretty interesting
because they got another top 100 prospect who's a pitcher.
Great. Yeah.
And he is a switch pitcher, but he's going to focus on right-handed because I guess he's drastically better right-handed than left-handed.
That's what I've heard.
Stop the gimmick, just pitch.
Just be a good pitcher.
They got some other guys who are former first-round picks, like recently in the past couple of years.
Yeah,
maybe
first
have
or
some
second
upside.
round pick, yeah.
And then they got people forget, they got 2 compensation picks, which means you can't trade draft picks in the MLB unless they're compensation picks, which means after the first round, there's like this whole system where basically there's 10 or 15 guys that are drafted.
If you lose a free agent, you can draft somehow.
There's different ways, but they do that after the end of the first round and after the end of the second round. And those picks can be traded. So the Cardinals got 2 compensation B picks, which means at the end of the second round, they get to pick another player.
Yeah.
So I saw this next draft, they have 6 of the top 100 picks.
Which is great.
In the MLB, which is like, if you're a top 100 pick in the MLB, like you have a lot of upside. So
should be, yeah.
Hopefully they're smart here, get some good guys.
And we traded for some top 100 picks in the trade here.
So now they have 6 top 100 picks, which makes them the second best farm system in baseball, which is really good.
Getting there, yeah.
Which is insane because I saw the number 1 team, I believe, was, I think, the Pirates, and then the number 3 team's the Brewers.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it's like the NL Central. Yeah, we have all the prospects.
Yeah, here in 5 years, watch out.
Yeah, but with the Cardinals at least, hear me out. I still think they'll be better this next year than they were last year, all things considered. And I have a good feeling that the season after this next one, so 2027, I think they'll be in the running for making the playoffs at the very least.
In 2027 or
in 2027. After? And then 2028, I think that's when they're fully like, hey, let's win a title.
I don't know what's going to happen.
As long as some of the players can pan out, and then at that point, they would also be getting some free agents.
I'll be honest, I'm more interested in this season than I was last season because I want to see
what all these guys can do.
Play. I want to see Wynn play. I want to see...
So JC get full-time.
Yeah, so JC play third or wherever you're going to play.
And then also you're finally playing Gorman full-time at his normal position, most
third,
likely.
Yeah.
I think it'll be intriguing. I'm looking forward to it.
Do you think Weatherholt's going to play second or third?
I think he should be second. People keep on saying... Second. I saw... they're ranking like the top valued fantasy baseball picks at third base this next year. They rank Weatherholt 10. I don't think he's going to be third base.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have him at second base.
I think he's going to be second base.
And then Gorman's going to be third base.
Yeah.
Or if not Gorman third base, I think they'll have JC third base.
The only thing I could see...
And Weatherholt also came up as a shortstop, and then I think he started playing a lot of second base.
Yeah.
Which he can still play third, but I think he'll be one of the... I think he'll be second.
Yeah, because I think the dream up the middle tandem is Wynn and Weatherholt.
Yeah.
I think.
And then Burleson will be at first base.
Yeah, Burleson at first base, and then Gorman or Sajacy at third. Which
and then
I kind of want Sajacy.
Herrera most likely at catcher, and then they have 2 very good prospects who are catchers who can easily take over if they don't want to.
So that's what this year's about. Herrera, can you be a catcher?
Yeah.
And then if you can't, you're going to be our permanent DH.
Or
first base.
Or potentially trade
or left field
for a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting. Yep. Speaking of trades, I miss trading in fantasy football.
I'm not stressed because I don't have fantasy football to look at each week.
I have a dynasty team, and all I want to do is go try and trade for something. And I'm like, I can't because nobody pays attention in this league that I'm in, and I hate that so much. I hate leagues where people don't pay attention.
I would pay attention.
So much.
I would pay attention.
Yeah. I want to start a different dynasty league with people who pay attention.
Yeah.
That's my dream in my life.
I feel like Well, no, we've been in obviously fantasy leagues, but less serious with the fantasy football league until next week. But if we were in like serious ones, I feel like we would be.
Yeah, if there was money on the line, I'd be serious.
We would be messing with people aggressively.
Oh yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah. So
hit my lineup.
Is that it for you?
But it's time for the main segment.
Okay, we've officially thrown the script out the window. It's time for the main segment. And honestly, who knows where this is going? We don't. You don't.
God does.
But he's not telling.
Welcome back to the main segment. Because you liked it so much last week, we're going to do some Would You Rathers.
With music.
Once I forgot about that. Why didn't you remind me?
We need more music.
Well, here's your nice little delay as I try to remember how to get to this.
It's going to be a great time.
Studio.
Wow. I can't wait. I don't know what I'm feeling today. Am I feeling Italian jazz? Am I feeling
Italian jazz?
something mob related? Am I feeling very punk rock today?
I think today also, I think no matter what music I click, we just go with it.
Anything that you click?
But you have to tell me the category, and then I'll read you a few titles. We click one of them, and we go with it no matter what.
Okay, we only go off of category and titles.
So what do you want me to search?
I want you to search punk rock.
Punk rock. Which means, I guess that means you're going to ask, because this is once you're going to ask me to start out with?
Okay.
Is this the music you want, or do you want me to ask you under punk rock?
You ask me first.
So you want me to ask you underneath the punk rock sphere?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to read the track title, the genre, and the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Track title, Go-Go Gadget Rockstar. Genre, alternative and punk. Mood, bright. Next we have Scratching Teeth, which is rock, and it's a dark mood.
No.
We have Concrete, which is rock and an angry mood. We have, I think it's Lacent, which is a rock and bright mood. We have The Saloon, which is rock and angry. And The Hunter, which is rock and angry. Actually, we can't do the last one. It's copyright protected.
Let's do one of the bright ones.
Okay, so the bright ones is either Go-Go Gadget Rockstar, alternative punk, bright, or Lacent, rock, bright.
Go-Go Gadget.
Okay. One more time. I'm reading you the Would You Rathers under this?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to start playing it. Hopefully it's okay. Let's see. Oh, I like it already. Maybe. Pulling up the list. Oh, I feel like I could spit some rhymes. Not going to, though. Okay.
Perfect.
Dane, welcome back to Would You Rather, where I ask you 20 random-ish questions of Would You Rather. Don't dig into it too much. Just go with your gut with each one, and we'll see
Rapid
we'll see how it plays out. So number one, here we go. Would you rather have a season where you bag nothing while Cole gets a record-breaking buck, or you bag the trophy buck but Lindsay gaslights the entire family into believing Cole actually took the shot?
Second one.
Okay, number two, would you rather lose a 4-hour game of Monopoly to Lindsay because she owns every railroad, or play a game where Cole's allowed to invent one family rule per turn that only applies to you?
Family rule. I would never lose.
Would you rather have Cole manage your dating app profile for a week?
Oh my goodness.
Or have Lindsay write the script for the next podcast episode and you aren't allowed to edit a single word?
Lindsay for sure. I would just flame her the whole time.
Would you rather pay a sibling tax of $20 to Lindsay every time you land on a property she owns, or have to give Cole all your get-out-of-jail-free cards whenever he asks for them?
Get-out-of-jail-free cards. I never use those.
Yep. Would you rather accidentally trip and fall into a freezing creek at the very start of a hunting trip, or be forced to hunt all weekend using a bright neon pink bow that Cole picked out for you?
Probably fall into the lake.
Yeah. Okay, we're only 5 questions in. Number 6, would you rather drive from Lincoln, Nebraska to Springfield in a blizzard at 2 a.m. with a broken heater and only the Life of a Showgirl on repeat, or have to run a marathon on a treadmill set to 100 degrees Celsius?
Oh, that's like 212 degrees.
Let's go Fahrenheit.
Oh my goodness. Probably broken heater from Nebraska.
Yep.
And Showgirl.
Would you rather be able to run at 25 miles per hour, but you have to honk like a goose every time you pass someone? That doesn't make sense.
Definitely that one.
Or have 100% hunting accuracy, but you have to wear a full ghillie suit to your office for the week.
Definitely the first one. I want to honk at people.
Yeah. Would you rather have all your running shoes replaced with heavy steel-toed work boots, or have all your hunting camo replaced with bright Dora the Explorer themed gear?
The first one.
Okay, I'm going to keep playing music. I'm going to go to the next one because that's already been 2 minutes. Sorry.
Yeah, pick the second one.
Let's see how this is. Still works. Next one. Would you rather have your Garmin watch shout, "Great job, Grandma," every time you finish a mile, or have your TV only broadcast sports in black and white with no audio?
Great job, Grandma. Are you kidding me?
That's awesome, actually.
The other one sounds like prison.
Garmin, if you're listening, add that feature. Would you rather have to live inside a sports stadium for a month, sleeping in the bleachers, or have to participate in a mascot race at every single home game for the rest of your life?
Probably the first one. I want to live there for a month.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Would you rather be hunted by a professional hide-and-seek champion in the woods for 24 hours, or be forced to try and gaslight a bear into thinking you are also a bear?
Gaslight the bear. For sure. I love gaslighting.
Would you rather quit your job and become a full-time professional fan for a rival team, or be the person who has to clean the stadium bathrooms after a sold-out rivalry game?
I'm not rooting for the Eagles. Give me the, give me the bathrooms.
Give me the toilet. Would you rather have your this podcast become the #1 in the world, but you have to host every episode while submerged in a tub of ice water?
Oh, man.
Or have it stay local, but you get to interview any athlete in history?
Any athlete in history will get
easy.
big that way.
That's easy. Would you rather successfully convince a stranger that the city of Omaha doesn't actually exist? It's just a movie set, or have someone convince you that you've been pronouncing your own last name wrong your entire life?
First one, Omaha doesn't exist. Are you kidding me?
No, it's stupid. Would you rather have to provide loud professional play-by-play narration of your own grocery shopping over the store's intercom, or apologize to a mannequin in the mall for bumping into it for 10 minutes?
Probably the first one. I can announce that. That'd be awesome.
That'd be kind of fun. 5 more here. Would you rather have your most played guilty pleasure song played at full volume during a moment of silence at a stadium?
Oh my goodness.
Or tell a joke to a room of 100 people and nobody laughs except for one person who laughs way too loud?
I would rather Teenage Dream be playing at the funeral by Katy Perry.
A few more of these. Would you rather lose every game of fantasy football for the rest of your life, but your team wins the championship every year, or win every fantasy league, or win every fantasy league, but your team moves to a different city?
Probably the first one.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Would you rather find out that your entire life has been a reality TV show, or find out that you are actually the one in charge of the show, but you forgot the script?
My life is a reality TV show.
That's so true. 2 more. Would you rather have to trade your first-round fantasy pick for a retired player, or be forced to wear a jersey of your rival team to every formal event for a year?
Trade the first-round pick? Are you kidding me? I'm still going to win.
Yeah, you don't want the Eagles.
Absolutely not.
And then finally, would you rather be the world's best professional unicyclist, but everyone's thinking you're uncool, or be a terrible athlete, but everyone is gaslighted into thinking you're a Hall of Famer?
Definitely the second one.
Yeah, that's so easy.
I'm just a Hall of Famer then.
Yeah, so
nobody will know.
That's our 20 questions. Would you rather with Dane? Only took
Dane.
about like 4.5 minutes, and yeah.
Now it's your turn.
The first one I kind of was like singing, and I'm like, I can't sing this. What am I doing?
Now, what mood are you feeling for your questions?
Oh, let's go. Intense.
Can I pee while you do this?
I mean, if you go to the restroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to do that right now?
No, you got it. Me hold it.
Okay. I'll go jazz.
Jazz. You like jazz?
A lot of these it says hip hop and rap. I don't know.
It's always hip hop rap.
This is jazz blues.
Ooh.
And it's Last Cappuccino in Rio.
Oh.
Okay. And it's only 1:50. So I might have to go
play it twice.
A second one. And I'll go Mediterranean View.
Okay.
And that's also jazz and blues. So
you like jazz?
Whenever you're ready, I'll click the button.
Bloom Pop sucks.
Does that mean you're ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
All right, Samuel. Would you rather sneeze glitter uncontrollably or cry mayonnaise when emotionally overwhelmed?
Glitter! That'd be awesome.
For sure. Would you rather hiccup smoke or burp bubbles that slowly fade away?
Burp bubbles, any day.
Obviously. Would you rather have a rattlesnake as an emotional support animal or drink mayonnaise with every meal?
I already do the mayonnaise, so let's stick with it.
Yeah, let's do it. Would you rather be stuck in the ocean with only a volleyball or live at the top of a volcano with only an Android phone?
Stupid. Ocean.
Obviously. Would you rather make a guest appearance on Sesame Street every week and totally bomb, or have Silver Dollar City shut down?
I'd bomb on. I mean, they want me back. Like if they want me back, I'll do it. Yeah, let's go.
Would you rather have endless energy drinks or endless 5-star reviews?
5-star reviews any day. Leave those 5-star reviews on Spotify and Apple.
Yeah, at the Until Next Week podcast. Would you rather ban Taylor Swift or ban the Pope?
Probably the Pope.
Would you rather have to say 6'7" at the end of every sentence or wear ripped skinny jeans every day for the rest of your life?
6'7".
For sure.
Yeah. That's what I'd probably do most likely. 6'7".
6'7"?
Yeah.
Would you rather get a new Suburban for free or free Ben Rector tickets and backstage passes?
I've already met him twice. Let's get that Suburban free.
Free Suburban.
Yeah.
Would you rather fight Alvaro or Jack?
Alvaro would be easier to take down. Let's go Alvaro.
Elizabeth Virgil or Ali Hoopy?
Can't fight them. No.
So neutral, okay.
Neutral.
Would you rather pee your pants every time you think of Cheerios or sneeze every time you think of the Obama administration?
Pea pants Cheerios. I don't like Cheerios. Except I cannot go down a cereal aisle.
True.
Yeah.
Would you rather see Michael Fuller incarcerated or Jack deported?
That both already happened.
They both have already happened.
Let's go. Let's go with this. Me
All right.
gustas too.
Me gusta.
Because Jack was deported.
Yeah. Would you rather win the Olympics for figure skating or have free McDonald's every day for your entire life?
No, I don't want McDonald's. Let's win the gold.
And win the gold,
That'll be
baby.
fun.
Would you rather meet Taylor Swift or have a butler named Alfred live in a cave, be super rich, and fight crime for a city named Gotham for your entire life?
Oh. Yeah, I'll have the butler. But it'll be cool to meet Taylor.
Which you're just being Batman right there.
Yeah.
Would you rather be Iron Man or Captain America?
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I like the morals of Captain America better. I gotta go Captain America.
Captain America.
Yeah.
Would you rather be a mermaid or a centaur?
Mermaid.
Dang it.
I did watch Little Mermaid the other day.
Dang
First
it.
time I think I've ever seen it.
Dang it. Would you rather see America crumble or own an android?
Well, both are happening right now.
So why choose when you get both
why,
for free?
Why not one? We get two, like the taco commercial.
Would you rather find the cure for cancer or get free androids the rest of your life?
I guess cure for cancer.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And last one, would you rather find Dane a wife or get $10 off your next Android purchase?
Oh, that's so easy. Let's get that $10 off, Dane.
$10 off. Good show. That's crazy.
Yeah, turn off that music.
We turned into the rich fat cats at the end of that one.
Like, why are we going to do the impossible? Let's get $10 off, Dane.
Why would we choose?
Oh, yes. Why do we do that?
I don't know. At first it was like luxury, like cappuccino sipping, and it turned into fat cats.
Yeah, that was Me Gustas 2, Dance and Electronic, Bright Mood.
Sounded like we were in the Caribbean.
Yeah. Just for fun, because we were going to play Mediterranean View. I want to see what that would have sounded like. Let's see. Oh, we could have vibed with that too.
You should do this during your little known facts.
Oh, okay. So pause. You never heard any of that. But my little known facts could take a little bit. But
that's all right.
Who knows?
Play it twice.
Where are we at in the podcast?
We're at.
I'm trying to find.
If you would like to sit down.
Yeah.
Now might be the time. If you're driving, it's certainly the time because you cannot fathom driving while listening to Dane's Manifesto. Part 104 of Dane's Manifesto. I'm so happy that you guys are back with me manifesting because 2026 is the year of manifesting.
Shout out.
And here we go into Dane's Manifesto. So I'm doing a hot take rating system where I have 5 hot takes for you. It's the hot take machine, if you will, that, I don't know, I'm going to try and find, these are somewhat serious, somewhat joking. So some of them will be a little bit joking, a little bit not joking. And I think I'm going to try, I didn't write them in any particular order of Dane's Manifesto. So I'll start with the least hot take and go to the most hot take. So first one is, if I had Adderall, I would be unstoppable.
Good word.
Yeah, it was basically a limitless pill for Dane.
Yeah, don't get stuck on drugs.
Dig it. Number 2, this one, people not being able to take a joke is ruining America.
That, honestly, kind of right.
Yeah, I'm saying. I'm like, guys, come on. Like,
it's funny.
This was inspired by stuff happening at work where I'm just like, guys, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Drewski said it first. I can repeat it.
It's a joke. No, that's crazy. Number 3, most of your problems can be solved by getting proper sleep, waking up and drinking water, taking a walk, and having a fun drink.
Yeah. And the fun drink is Mountain Dew.
Yeah, whatever you want it to be, as long as it's non-alcoholic. And so it's amazing. Just go to sleep on time, drink some water, take a walk in the sunshine, and then have a fun drink.
To the Until Next Week podcast.
And listen to that.
Yeah.
So that was number 3. Number 4, I am not surprised that our government is corrupt and lying to us.
Yeah.
I don't know why people keep being surprised by these things.
What? They said they would do it. Why
Yeah.
haven't they done it? It's like, well, because every single administration and person lies in the government because they only care about themselves.
Especially with recent things that have come out.
Yeah,
we're not going to say what they are, but
we don't want to get taken down.
yeah, we're not going to get taken down. But things that have come out, we're like, yeah, I'm not super surprised. Is it terrible? Yes. Am I surprised? No.
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
So things like that. And last hot take. This one is probably the most controversial. I don't think the Dodgers are ruining the MLB. I'm pro Dodgers. I'm going to be honest.
Well, you don't need to say pro Dodgers.
Okay, I'm not pro Dodgers. I'm pro what they're doing. Because
they keep trying to compete.
Yeah, they're competing and doing it within the realms of the rules that are written. And if you want to exploit the rules, much like I did with one of my fantasy leagues, then you should do that to try and win. They're trying to win. What I think is ruining the league is the Pirates and the Rays, all these teams that refuse to spend money and then they keep rebuilding. And then when they go for it, they half-heartedly try and then never do it.
And then you see some of these teams like, they gave out their biggest contract in history and it was like $80 million. I'm like,
yes.
What?
Unreal.
The guy, Kyle Tucker for the Dodgers is getting $60 million this year.
Yeah.
It's like those are the ones who've made it the worst because then everybody's like, well, we always get an automatic win against them.
Yep.
And then that also makes for weaker divisions. If you have multiple teams in the same division doing that, the team who wins it maybe isn't the best in the world.
Right.
They just got to beat all the crappy teams like the AL Central.
Honestly, I think the Cardinals are part of the problem too, where they don't spend money.
But at least they're
at least picking a direction now.
They have done it more than other teams.
Yeah.
And for a bit there, they were still top 10 in payroll and everything else, but they still wouldn't always go after like that big guy. But they did try to go after Stanton that 1 year, which would have been a take on a $300 million contract. They've tried other ones.
Looking back, probably good that we didn't do it.
It would have been fun.
Yeah.
It would have been fun.
At the time, it was amazing. But when we got Arenado and Goldschmidt, I was like, man, we're doing it. This is great.
Remember the rumors a few years ago when we were trying to like get Bryce Harper?
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
That was awesome. Yeah. That would have been great. He's still great. But the Arenado and the Goldschmidt thing, the only reason we did that is because it fell into our lap. Like it was like it would be negligence to not make the trade that it was.
Yeah.
But this isn't a sports thing.
No.
This is the Dodgers not ruining the MLB.
Yeah.
I'm supportive of it. If you want to rewrite the rules to where they can't do that, then lock out next year.
I think they interviewed the maybe the Dodgers coach or something. He was like, I'm in support of a floor, like a MLB salary floor, because they're like, do you want a cap? It's like, I think we should do a floor.
Yeah. If you do a floor, it helps everybody out except for the owners. Yeah. Which I don't want the help the owners out at all. They're billionaires.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And help the players out, help teams out, help fan bases out by having a floor.
And also then, like, it makes all the teams, in theory, better, which means all games will be more competitive. And in the long run, especially for the worst teams, because they are better, they'll probably get better attendance.
Yeah.
And everything else. Then in the grand scheme of things, if you're paying more money, then the other teams aren't as likely to get the players. Yeah. And we'll see what happens.
If you are doing, well, I mean, you could always do what essentially the NBA is doing and have a salary cap. Well, they have a luxury tax.
Yeah, which we technically have the same thing.
Yeah, but theirs is way more strict.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. But do what the NBA is doing and have a max contract and have a like strict luxury tax and then also have a floor if you really want parity.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hate changing rules. So
yeah, me too.
I hate rules.
Is that all your main segment this week?
It is of the manifesto. Go back to walking and driving. Sam's little known facts, out of the box and off the tracks. Oddball genius that knows about tax. Sam's little known facts, and he never listens to Jack. Never listens to Jack.
Welcome back to part 48. Almost been doing this for a year of Samuel's little known facts. Decided to change it up a little bit this week and decided to be kind of a discount tips of the week.
Discount tip.
Specifically regarding TJ Maxx. I know TJ Maxx, I believe, is nationwide. Went there this past week and I was talking and Lauren was saying like, hey, they have like different codes to tell you like what's actually a good deal.
Really?
On like their tags on their stuff. And I'm like, I didn't even know this. So I started doing a little bit of research and I found out. So if you're at TJ Maxx.
I love TJ Maxx.
And you're looking at like the price tag. There's different codes on these price tags. And the last digit tells you a lot. And I'm going to tell you just a few different things about these tags.
I've never looked at these digits.
If the code, if it ends in a 1, that means that item was made specifically for TJ Maxx.
Okay.
So here it says these items were manufactured for them. They're often lower quality than like whatever that brand's main line is. So if it's, let's say, like Adidas is making it specifically for TJ Maxx, it's probably not as high of quality. So probably not as good of a deal.
Sure.
If it ends in a 2, Apparently, this stands for genuine overstock. And this is quote unquote gold mine. These are authentic items originally intended for high end department stores or boutiques, etc. And Maxx bought these at a discount. So if you see it too, it's probably a better deal.
That's
probably
good.
Higher
Pretty
quality.
good, yeah.
If it ends in number 7, apparently this is a pack-away stock. It says these are items from a previous season, i.e. maybe like Christmas decor that was found in July. Or they've been stored in a warehouse and are usually heavily discounted to move. So again, probably better deals.
Could be good.
Probably better. Yeah. And then I guess there's also sometimes like a 6 or a 9. That could be the last numbers. And it says 6 usually indicates a coordinated set. So i.e. you want to look for missing pieces, like maybe like a bikini top and bikini bottom or something.
Why'd you go there?
Sorry. And it says 9 is a wild card, often used for items requiring special care or high-end beauty. So
far 2 is what we want.
Yeah, so 2 is kind of like the gold mine potentially, and then maybe 7, and then I guess you can play it on a case-by-case basis for number 1. So
yeah,
that's the first part of my little known facts.
That's the first part.
There is more.
Wow.
The color of the sticker or the tag itself tells you where the item is in its price lifestyle at TJ Maxx.
Interesting.
So if it's just like the plain white tag, this is the regular everyday price. A lot of times
those are always expensive.
And a lot of times it's like, here's the price and here's the discounted price. I'm like, well, it's never actually been that other price.
Right.
From the beginning,
they jack it up.
It's always been that discounted price here. So that's nothing special.
I didn't know this grinds my gears. Man.
I don't think I've really seen this, but I guess there's also like a purple tag, and it says that's part of like a runway collection, and these can be high-end designer labels like Gucci, etc.
Gucci Mane.
I don't think you see that as much at like most stores, but I think there are occasional scenarios where you might see a purple tag. But this is what you will see: a red sticker.
I've seen that.
This is the first markdown. It's on clearance, but the price might drop further. So if you see a red, it's like, okay, it's going in the right direction.
Sure is.
Maybe not the best, but the best is coming up next.
Yellow.
Yes, yellow sticker. That's final clearance. It says this is the lowest price it will ever go. If you see a yellow sticker, buy it now because it won't get any cheaper.
Wow.
So if you see yellow and it's something you like, get it. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself, cousin.
And then there's another sticker, which I don't think I've really seen that often. This is a blue sticker. This indicates the item is part, again, of like a matching set, like a bikini.
Whoa.
Or a suit.
Thank you.
So if you see a blue sticker, maybe look for the other item somewhere around.
Yes.
So there's a little bit more, just so you know. There's the barcode trick, which I already kind of mentioned. Like the last number is the one, like 1, 2, 7, 6, 9, etc.
Yeah.
But you can learn even more. So here you go. There's a date code. This number usually represents the week of the year the item arrived. And this is like right before the 1 or whatever else. It's usually in a box. So if you see I don't know if this is right. It says, oh no, it is. It says like the weeks of the year. So a 4 means it arrived in late January. It's like the 4th week, etc. That's a date. There's a 24-month cycle. So it says if the number is higher, like 13 to 24, it typically refers to the second year of a cycle.
Not good.
That's something else. And then it says if you see an item with a low number, meaning it's been there for months and it only has a white tag, you can politely ask an associate if it's due for a markdown.
It is due for a markdown.
Yeah, it's like, I want it cheaper. How long will it be? That is a little trickier, I feel like, some of those codes.
Demand it.
Yeah. And then finally, there's like 2 last things. It says the biggest markdowns usually happen in January and July. This is when the stores clear out seasonal inventory to make room for new arrivals. So you're probably more likely to maybe find like those yellow tags, etc.
Oh, yeah.
It says most markdowns happen on Monday mornings. So if you want first dibs on the new yellow stickers, shop early in the week, which if you have a job,
quit your job.
Go get those deals at TJ Maxx. Then I guess also if you see damage on an item, you can often maybe get like a extra discount. If you ask them at the front, they may take off like an extra percentage off your item. 100%. I've never tried that. It says it here. If you try it, let us know. Let us know how it works, etc. And then I did have one other note I'm trying to find about this. Yeah, here it is. So a lot of times, like at the end of like the barcode, they'll have a random number. And a lot of times this number coordinates to maybe what that original price is. So sometimes it might say $1,999, and that means when it got to the store, it started at $19.99.
Oh,
so I saw this as an example, like how I said the tags have like the original price.
So
and
you
the
actually
price.
know, yeah.
So like the original price is $28, and it says current price $19.99. But you look at the barcode, you'll notice on the barcode it's probably 1999, which means it's been $19.99 from
Always
the beginning.
has been. You just put a random number.
Yeah. So if you want to know if it's actually a good deal, check the barcodes out. Use the tricks. Find those Yell stickers and get some deals.
Do what Samuel does and extort them for it.
Yep. So that's your money-saving tip of the week if you ever go to TJ Maxx. If any of these tips don't work for you, blame Dane.
I love TJ Maxx.
Yeah. Yeah. So
and I love thrifting. And that's it.
Do you know what you don't love?
What?
And now, it's time for Jokes with Jack.
Part 101 of Jokes with Jack. Here we go. What did the poop say to the toilet? You were made for me.
Oh, my.
And the toilet said, oh, you're making me flush.
Dang it. No, that's terrible.
And now, it's time for...
So, Jack's jokes suck.
He's starting to go off the rails.
After 2 weeks ago, that was uncalled for and insane.
Yeah. And then actually, we have a comment that'll be regarding that, I think, here shortly.
Yeah,
but,
we do.
Yeah, that's Jack's jokes.
And how they suck.
Thank you, Jack, for sending those to us week
We do
after
need them,
week after week. We don't have any other voice memos this week, but who knows? Maybe next week we might have something.
Lindsay should have sent one in while she was driving to Kansas City.
Lindsay,
Yeah.
next week send us something. Drive to Kansas City again and send us some messages.
She's going to a wedding
Aw.
of a girl that I went on a date with once, and then hanging out with one of the bridesmaids who is one of my ex-girlfriends. So
Sounds like a good time.
she texted me yesterday and goes, I'm hanging out with your ex-girlfriend currently. And I said, swimmingly.
Oh.
Don't bring me up.
Yeah.
But also bring me up.
We do have some Spotify responses in the comment section. If you want to be heard on the podcast, just leave those comments on each episode and we'll read them off here. One of which was from Elizabeth Virgil. She put, really enjoyed It Could Be Worse and Dane's 100th Manifesto. Fun hearing Lindsay on Dane's voice memos. That was from a couple weeks ago. And then she also put Samuel and Joshua's responses to Jack's joke made me laugh so hard. So that was
so terrible.
That was the wild one. Here's some quotes that Jack noticed on one of our episodes. He put, what if I get trapped between Nebraska and Missouri and it's negative 11 degrees and 2 a.m.? Has to be one of the most terrifying sentences in the English language.
It was terrifying to all of us involved.
Then he said, me screaming how to pronounce the word Noir in my car when
Noir?
Samuel obviously can't. He put either or questions was amazing. Bring it back again. Well, we brought it back, Jack.
Yeah, we did.
Brought it back.
That was
Brought it
for
back.
you.
We backed it up. And then he also put the Great White Hurricane as my new nickname when I'm playing sports. Meet me on the pickleball court, Dane. And finally,
I
he
want
put
another tournament this week.
yeah. Finally, he put 162. Great last episode of the official first until next week podcast baseball season.
It was. And we had a lot of singles and doubles.
Yep.
And
And
hit triples and homers next
Yep, we're going to go into playoffs now.
We are going to playoffs.
Angela Birdwell had a response as well. She put a funny episode. The either or segment was hilarious.
Nice.
Especially the one Samuel had to answer. Wait, does that mean I didn't make up good ones? I'll work on it. I think it was better this week. I think it was. They
were themed.
She also put the nickname bracket sounds so fun. And then you jumped in there. And then
Doesn't
you
sound
responded to a lot of people. And you're like, Samuel needs to answer these more. I wait until I'm on the podcast to respond, Dane. This is what it is. I'm not going to respond there and then respond again. But
I want to respond to them.
It didn't stop you because then after Keenan put, I got the Seahawks 27-17. I have 2 so far to add to Jake's bracket. Juicy Jake and Jackaroni and cheese.
That one's good.
Yep.
Jacaroni and cheese.
Oh, Jake Roney.
Yeah, you said
Dang, I put
Jackaroni.
Jackaroni,
Yeah.
sorry. Allie Hoopy responded to that. I've been adding Roni at the end of names lately, so I totally support this. And then you jumped in once again and you put, you better not be gambling, you have a daughter.
He does. And yeah, Keenan, you better not be gambling. You have a daughter.
Yeah. Rebecca put, that joke was rough and quotations, and then she puts, proceeds to play 2 episodes in a row.
It was
of the
terrible.
same joke with Jack. Ali Hoopy put, the NIL is destroying college sports. But it worked out well for Indiana. So also I live an hour away from Bloomington, and it's insane to think that just down the road is the best college football team in the country. I will never get over this. And you responded, facts. And then I already read Nathan's response from this week because he went to see you preach and he enjoyed it.
I taught.
Yes. And then our poll from last week, who will win the Super Bowl? And you'll know right now whether you're right or not. 83.3% of people said Seahawks.
Who voted the Patriots?
Maybe Josh, if he jumped in.
Probably.
I don't know. Somebody misclicked, put Patriots.
I can see it being Lauren.
I don't think she votes on the polls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She needs to.
But that is about it for these parts of the episode, which means it is time for our number one sponsor of the week, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Good morning.
Good night.
Jesus is back. He's always here. And so last week I kind of shared some of my message for Ezra 3, but then I wrote a lot more of it after that. And so I was going to do Ezra 3 continued. And so I think I'm going to pick up right here. So in Ezra 3 verses 4 through 9, essentially, the Israelites have now walked 800 to 900 miles from Persia. So here's what happens. They get conquered by the Babylonians, the Israelites do, and then the Babylonians get conquered by the Persians. King Cyrus goes, hey, Israelites, if you want to go back to your homeland, you can. So go. So now everybody walks back, not everybody, but everybody who wanted to, walks back 800 to 900 miles, which is the equivalent of walking from Springfield, Missouri to Orlando, Florida, which is crazy. And so then verses 4 through 9 talk a lot about the different types of offerings that they're going to make, which is cool, but it was like a different conversation for a different type of day kind of deal. And so then getting into verse 10, it says, and when the builders laid the foundation of the temple of the Lord, the priests in their vestments came forward with trumpets, and the Levites, the sons of Asaph, with cymbals, to praise the Lord according to the directions of David, king of Israel. And they sang responsively, praising, giving thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures towards Israel. And so, yeah, they are starting to build this temple. They have walked all the way back, spent 4 months walking, and they've been away for 2 years. In the second year, they start to lay the temple, and then we see that they're actually praising according to the way that David called them to be praising the Lord in 1 Chronicles 6, which that kind of is just what it is. It's really cool that they're doing that, but it doesn't have significance, I think, to this passage other than they're going back to returning to the law and the way they're supposed to be praising the Lord, which is awesome. But then in verse 11, we start to see some real things here. It says, and the people shouted with a great shout when they praised the Lord, because the foundation of the house of the Lord was laid. But many of the priests and Levites and the heads of fathers' houses, old men who had seen the first house, wept with a loud voice when they saw the foundation of this house being laid, though many shouted for joy. So the sound of so that the people could not distinguish the sound of the joyful shout from the people's weeping. For the people shouted with a great shout, and the sound was heard far away. And so this is interesting right here, because we see that the tears tell the truth. The tears tell the truth, and they're on their way back. They're building this new temple. Everything should be going good, right? Everything is going good, but we see that actually the tears tell the truth, because you ask yourself, why are these old people weeping? Why are they weeping? It's because when it says the house, it means that the temple that they're actually being laid, and so the old men who had seen the temple, the one that Solomon had built with all this gold and all this cedar, and it was very grand, it was very spectacular, you could see it from miles away. That old temple, they remember seeing that from their youth, and now they're in their old age and they're seeing the second temple being built, and they're like, hey, it's not the same. It's pretty cool. It's pretty all right. It's kind of whatever it is. And so then I asked the people in my talk, I said, do you know anybody like that, where they are they too preoccupied with their preferences to realize the good thing that's actually being done right in front of them? And I said, for me, that's my dad, because my dad's not the physically oldest person I know, but like personality, he's the oldest person I know.
Checks
because
out.
He still gets his weather from the newspaper. And when we say, Dad, like, why are you doing? You're walking to the end of this gravel road to pick up a newspaper that you're paying for to get your weather that's not going to be accurate because they printed it yesterday. And you have an iPhone where you can look on your phone to see hour by hour, like how much rain is going to happen, and then when the sunrise is going to, or when the sunrise is going to happen, and when it's going to set. All these different things. And our dad's response is, well, I just like the newspaper, and I don't have to fix it if it's not broken, and also I don't have to charge a newspaper.
Uh-huh.
And so Mark says that he also still uses Pandora and XM radio, which
some people love the Pandora train.
Yeah,
it's kind of
old
wild.
people.
I remember listening to a lot in fourth grade on the computers at my gift at school.
I'm like, Dad, we have Spotify. You don't have to do this yourself. And he also had no idea that you could use an alarm clock on your phone, which is crazy, but I bring that up because when we were kids, I remember we would barely go to church, right? It would be like 4 or 5 times a year. And then I remember our church switched from like a traditional choir to a band.
And he was out. He's like, this isn't Christian anymore.
Well, we started going a little bit less and a little bit less and less. And then the church made a decision that my dad didn't agree with, and then he instead of looking for a gospel-centered church and doing the research, we just stopped going altogether. And then by the time we're in high school, we didn't go at all. And in college, I start out partying, and actually Jake's Body Shop, our judgmental Jake, shares the gospel with me, and then I start going to church, and it's awesome. But I remember in the early days of serving with kids, I remember this. We were teaching them all these Bible stories, and honestly, 90% of the Bible stories that we're teaching them, I remember teaching them and being like, man, I actually don't know this story. I don't know the context of this at all. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. And I remember missing out on learning all these Bible stories from when we were kids. I missed out on learning the scriptures, a family that prayed, and knowledge of where my life was going, especially when it was hard. And so don't hear what I'm not saying. Relationships are good. Or my dad didn't seek a relationship with God. He was seeking his preferences, and that's what the Israelites are doing right here. And so I don't want us as a people to be missing out on what God is doing right in front of us because of our religious preferences. And don't hear what I'm not saying. Singing old hymns and rehearsing liturgies are beautiful, and we should practice that. And praying and reading your Bible are really practical and necessary things to the Christian life. But if you're not going to a gospel-centered church because you would rather have pews than chairs, then I think you're missing it. And that's what the Israelites are missing right here in front of them, is this temple is being built, and they're going to have established relationship with the Lord again. And they're like, but it's not the same. It's not the old temple. And so where in your life are you missing it because of your preferences rather than what God's actually doing this good thing in your life? So I posed that question to the people in the ministry, and then actually the ending was fire. I might save that for next week.
Good word. Number 2, sponsors of the week, Jake Trust and Nart. Who knows? I might meet up with him today. They have a sports card show in Springfield, and he likes those sports cards. Who knows? We might pop out. Who knows? Pretty Ricky, who you got to beat, and pickleball, like we mentioned.
And we're going to a wedding together today.
And then Reverend Banks, who is about to have a baby.
Yeah.
And also watched the Olympic ceremonies with you.
Yeah. So last night we had a bro night. He mentioned his baby's name, which apparently I knew this whole time, but I don't remember knowing that. And then
did he name it after you?
No.
Jake?
Not quite. No.
Dane?
No.
Ricky?
Close. No.
Oh, so none of you three.
None of us three. But he should be having his baby any day. So baby Banks is on the way.
BB.
And so life will never be the same, but it is a firstborn son, heir to the throne.
Wow. How does it feel that you'll never get to see Reverend again?
I know, right? And that's why we had last night.
First marriage and then kids, and now you'll never see him.
The Reverend, where is he at now?
Yeah.
He's going to be on an episode of Where Are They Now?
Making baby content. Shout out. It worked for some people in our church.
Shout out to baby content.
Yeah. So
me is who it worked out for.
I think that's about it for the episode. Like we mentioned earlier, we still have until next week shirts available in the large or extra large sizes. So if you're interested, hit us up. They're very soft, very cozy. People will recognize you because of the pod. Next up, Friday Pickleball. We said Samuel 14434 for $5 off your pickleball order. Also, Dane's ministry support link is still in the bio. Hit that if you want to help him out. Keep telling your friends if you enjoy the podcast. Leave us 5 stars, and please follow us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, where you can leave us a voice memo. And finally, thanks again for listening to episode 163 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Send me more free pickleball paddles.